Welcome back, Class Ds. Misty here with your next brief. First off, I'm sorry about the noise, but we had to bring in some extra fans down here because someone messed up the AC system. I have my suspicions on who that was. Also, too, this SCP is not for the squeamish. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, it's insanely gross, at least to me. So, be prepared. SCP-027, also known as the Vermin God. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The host of SCP-027 is to be kept in a 5 meter by 5 meter containment cell with a grated raised floor connected to a strong vacuum system. All creatures removed from the subject's containment cell are to be incinerated except for a small portion to be diverted for analysis and necropsy. The cell is to be cleaned and inspected for structural damage daily. Subject 027-2 must be monitored by at least 2 personnel at all times. Any unusual behavior or vital signs on the part of the subject or the appearance of an unusual species in the subject's vicinity must be immediately reported to Level 4 personnel. Security personnel assigned to SCP-027 must be inoculated against all known animal-borne pathogens and must be armed with tranquilizer guns, with standing orders to subdue the subject if the need arises. Until SCP-027 is better understood, no personnel of Level 4 clearance or higher should approach within 200 meters of the subject. You don't have to tell me twice. Description: SCP-027 appears to be a phenomenon of unknown source that seems to be tied to one human subject, currently 027-2 at a time. As host to SCP-027, Subject 027-2 is constantly surrounded by swarming vermin that are drawn to his location. The subject does not appear able to assert control over these creatures in any way, and is in fact prone to occasional attacks from feral specimens. These creatures have also been known to attack personnel who approach too closely. Wherever the subject goes, an initial swarm of flying insects, such as gnats and flies, will start to form a cloud around him, usually within 2 to 3 minutes. Shortly thereafter, crawling animals, including lice, cockroaches, worms, spiders, mice, and rats, will begin to appear. The longer the subject remains in a location, the more vermin will gather there. Excuse me. When the subject leaves a location, some of these creatures will follow, but most will disperse. I have a thing about spiders, worms, lice, cockroaches. I have a thing about them, okay? SCP-027 has been known to transfer between hosts once upon the death of the first known host, subject SCP-027-1. Since 027 could likely repeat this feat upon the death of 027-2, all high-level personnel should be kept far away from the current host until more about SCP-027 is understood. 027 has also likely transferred between hosts an unknown number of times before containment. Research into potential previous hosts has commenced, with preliminary evidence suggesting that 027 may have existed for at least years. It is not yet known how SCP-027 chooses or attracts animals, or even what SCP-027 exactly is. The previous host never expressed having any sort of communication with a separate conscious entity. Analysis of the current host has been inconclusive at best. Oh, I'm ending this one early because I'm sorry, I cannot deal with this. It's ironic considering how much I've seen and done in my years with the Foundation, but this, no, I can't deal with this. See you in the next brief. Until then, keep the raid handy.